Welcome to the Homeworld training mission. Here we will teach you all the basic controls needed to play Homeworld. Let's begin. Left-click on the Next button to proceed. Lesson 1. Using the camera. Click the Next button to begin. To rotate the camera, hold the right mouse button and drag the mouse. Click Next to continue. To advance to the next lesson, rotate the camera 180 degrees around your mothership. Next, rotate the camera upward to view the mothership from above. Now view the mothership from below. Great! Move the camera back to the horizontal. Then I'll show you how to zoom in and out. To zoom in or out, hold both mouse buttons and drag the mouse up or down. If your mouse has a wheel, you can use the wheel to zoom as well. Click Next to continue. Zoom the camera out as far as you can. From this position, we get a good overview of the action. Now zoom the camera in as far as you can. Excellent. From this position, we get a good close-up view of the action. Practice rotating and zooming the camera. When you're ready to move on, click the Next button. Lesson 2. Building ships. Click Next to begin. Most of Homeworld's user controls are accessible from a pop-up taskbar. Move your cursor to the bottom of the screen to see the taskbar. Lesson 2. Building ships. Click Next to begin. Most of Homeworld's user controls are accessible from a pop-up taskbar. Move your cursor to the bottom of the screen to see the taskbar. There it is. Normally, the taskbar would disappear when you move your cursor away from it, but let's keep it up to take a closer look. Click Next to continue. This button brings up the Build Manager. Left-click on the Build button now. Welcome to the Build Manager. Here you can build new ships for the fleet. Click Next to continue. This is your RU count. It displays the amount of resource units available for building. Click Next to continue. This is the ship list. It displays the ships available for building, their cost, and the number of ships in each build queue. Click Next to continue. Let's build some ships. Left-click on the resource collector to select. Lesson 2, Building Ships. Most of Homeworld's user controls are accessible from Lesson 2, Building Ships. Most of Homeworld's user controls are accessible from a pop-up taskbar. Move your cursor to the bottom of the screen to see the taskbar. There it is. Normally, the taskbar would disappear when you move your cursor away from it. Welcome to the Build Manager. Here you can build. This is the ship list. It displays the ships available for building, their cost, and the number of ships in each build queue. Click Next to. Let's build some ships. Left-click on the resource collector to select it. Lesson 2. Most of Homeworld's user controls are accessible from a pop-up taskbar. There it is. Normally, the taskbar would Welcome to the Build Manager. Here you can build new ships for the fleet. Click Next. This is your RU count. This is the ship list. It displays the ships available for building, their cost, and the number of ships in each build queue. Click Next to continue. Let's build some ships. Left-click on the resource. Left-click again on the resource collector to add one to the build queue. Left-click on the Build button to begin construction. Notice the progress bar. This indicates how much of the ship has been built. Click Next to continue. Now add a research ship to the build queue. Left-click twice on the research ship. Then left-click on the Build button. Production. Now add 10 scouts to the build queue. Good. Now left-click on the Build button to begin construction. Take a close look at the progress bar. The darker top bar shows the progress of the ship currently being built. Click Next to continue. Resource collector complete. And the lighter bottom bar shows the progress of the entire batch. Click Next to continue. To exit the Build Manager, left-click on the Close button or press Escape. Construction will continue. Research ship complete. Lesson 3, Selecting and Focusing. Click Next to begin. Zoom out to bring the entire mothership into view. Select the mothership by left-clicking on it.
Standing by. Ready for orders.
Mother. Deselect it by left-clicking on any empty space. Hold down the left mouse button and drag a selection box around the mothership. Mother. At the top right of the screen is the info overlay. It displays all the selected ships. Click Next to continue. Now drag a single selection box around as many ships as you can. Mother. Notice how the info overlay lists all the selected ships. Click on the resource collector in the list to select it. Resource stocks empty. Scout complete.
Standing by.
Lesson 3, Selecting and Focusing. Zoom out to bring the entire mothership. Select the mothership by left-clicking on it. Mother. Deselect it by left-clicking on any empty space. Hold down the left mouse button and drag a selection box around the mothership. Mother. At the top right of the screen is the info overlay. It displays all the selected ships. Click Next to continue. Notice how the info overlay lists all the selected ships. Click on the resource collector in the list to select it. Now the resource collector is selected. Click Next to continue. Homeworld's camera always rotates around a ship or group of ships. This is called the camera's focus. To focus the camera on the resource collector, click your middle mouse button or press the F key. Good. Rotate the camera. Zoom it in and out. Notice the camera is centered around the resource collector. Click Next to continue. Scout complete. Click the middle mouse button again, or press the F key again to zoom in as close as possible. Zoom the camera out again to continue. You have a line of scouts in front of the mothership. Hold down the left mouse button and drag a selection box around all of them.
Reporting.
Click the middle mouse button or press the F key. Now the camera is focused on all your scouts. Click the middle mouse button or press the F key again. Now we're zoomed in on the scouts. Move the camera around to take a look at them. Click the next button to continue. Take some time to practice selecting and focusing. When the action heats up, it's important to be comfortable with these controls. When you're ready to move on, click the next button. Select the resource collector, focus on it, and zoom in until you're reasonably close.
Standing by.
This is the ship's health bar. It indicates the ship is selected. If the ship gets damaged, the green bar will shrink and change color. Click Next to continue. When selected, a ship's functions are accessible through its right-click menu. Right-click on the resource collector to bring up this menu. Begin harvesting by left-clicking on Harvest in the menu. The resource collector will now find the nearest resources to harvest. Note that you can still rotate and zoom the camera while it moves. Click Next to continue. To move on to the next lesson, select and focus on the research ship. To help you find it, I have drawn a pointer to it.
Ready for orders. Reporting. Reporting.
Lesson 4, Researching Technology. Click Next to begin. This is a research ship. The more you have of these, the faster you can research. To access the Research Manager, bring up the taskbar by moving your cursor to the bottom of the screen. This button brings up the Research Manager. Left-click on it now. Welcome to the Research Manager. Here you can research technology which will make new ship types available for construction. Click Next to continue. This window is the Technology List window. Here you select the technologies to research. Click Next to continue. The green dot indicates that capital ship drive technology has already been researched. Click Next to continue. Left-click on the capital ship chassis technology to select it. Left-click on the Research button. Notice that the technology has a progress bar. This indicates how much research has been done. Click Next to continue. Left-click on the Close button to exit the Research Manager. Lesson 5, Moving Ships. Click Next to begin. Now it's time to move your 10 scouts. Zoom out and select them all. Focus on the scouts. Now rotate the camera so we're looking straight down on the scouts. Lastly, zoom out as far as you can. This gives us a nice view for moving the ships. Right-click on one of the scouts to bring up its menu. Lesson 5, Moving Ships. Click Next. Now it's time to move your 10 scouts. Zoom out and select them all.
Reporting.
Focus on the scouts. Now rotate the camera so we're looking straight down on the scouts. This gives us a nice view for moving the ships. Right-click on one of the scouts to bring up its menu. Select the Move option from the menu. This is the movement disk. Left-click anywhere on the screen to move the scouts there. Moving ships is very important, so let's try it again. Click Next to continue. As a shortcut, bring up the movement disk by pressing the M key. This time, rotate and zoom the camera before issuing the move command. Now let's try some 3D movement. Bring up the movement disk again. Hold the Shift key and drag the mouse up or down to change the height of your destination point. When you have found an acceptable height, release the Shift key. Now the height of the destination is fixed. Drag the mouse to move the destination cursor at this level.
Destination confirmed.
Nice work. Take some time to practice horizontal and vertical movement. When you feel comfortable with these controls, click Next. Capital Ship Chassis Research complete. Lesson 6, the Sensors Manager. Click Next to begin. The Sensors Manager is Homeworld's large-scale map. To access it, first bring up the taskbar at the bottom of your screen. Left-click on this button to enter the Sensors Manager. Welcome to the Sensors Manager. From here you can get an overview of your surroundings and move your ships long distances. Notice that you can still rotate and zoom the camera. Click the Next button to continue. This is your mothership. The green points represent your ships. The red points represent enemy ships. The large brown points represent harvestable resources. The small brown points represent space dust that cannot be collected. Left-click on any of your ships to exit the Sensors Manager and move the camera to that position. In this way, you can cover large distances quickly. Use the taskbar or press space to get back into the Sensors Manager. Selected ships are displayed as flashing points in the Sensors Manager. Click Next to continue. The Sensors Manager allows you to move ships in the same way you do normally. Press M to bring up the movement disk and set a destination. Focusing also works normally in the Sensors Manager. Press F or click the middle mouse button to focus on the selected ships. You've learned a lot. Practice moving your scouts and using the Sensors Manager. When you are ready, focus on the scouts and click Next. Lesson 7, Formations. Click Next to begin. Right-click on the scouts to bring up their menu. Move your cursor to Formation, and then left-click on Delta.
Establishing Delta formation.
Now the fighters are in the Delta formation. use the right-click menu again to assign broad formation.
Establishing broad formation.
Good. Next try Formation X.
Establishing X formation.
Formations can also be assigned using the Tab key. Press Tab to set claw formation.
Claw formation confirmed.
Notice that Tab,
Establishing wall formation.
this is the wall.
Establishing sphere formation.
Take some time to familiarize yourself with the formations. When you're ready to continue, put the scouts into claw formation and left-click on the next button.
Sphere formation confirmed. X locked in. Establishing claw formation. Wall formation confirmed. Sphere locked in. Delta locked in. Broad locked in. Establishing X formation. Wall locked in. Establishing sphere formation. Establishing delta formation. Broad formation confirmed. X formation confirmed.
To begin the combat lesson,
Claw locked in.
use the Sensors Manager to move your scouts near the enemy ships. These are the enemies. Move your scouts here. Once you have
Destination
issued the move,
confirmed.
you can leave the Sensors Manager.
Understood.
Lesson 8, Combat. Click Next to begin. Rotate the camera so you can see the enemy ships. Left-click on one of them to attack it. Lesson 8, Combat. Rotate the camera so you can see the enemy ships. Left-click on one of them to attack it.
Target acquired.
Good. To attack them all at once, hold down Control and drag a selection box around the enemy ships.
Locked on target. Target acquired.
Not complete. Entering holding pattern.
Locked on target.
Pause the action to teach you how to focus the camera without selecting. Click Next to continue. Lesson 9, Alt Focusing. Click Next to begin. Hold down the Alt key and left-click on any ship. You can even use this to focus on enemy ships. You can also focus on multiple ships at once by holding Alt and dragging the selection box around them. Try it now. Good. Now practice focusing until you're ready to move on. Press P to unpause the action.
Standing by. Reporting. Target acquired. Entering holding pattern. Locked on target. Target confirmed. Not complete. Entering holding pattern.
Ready for orders. Target acquired.
Holding pattern locked in. Ready for orders. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Entering holding pattern.
Reporting.
Standing by. Locked on target.
The capital ship drive research you started earlier has been completed. You can now build an assault frigate. Go into the Build Manager. Build an assault frigate. Let's return to your scouts. Left-click on the Close button. Lesson 10, Docking. Click Next to begin. Some of your scouts might be damaged or low on fuel. To dock them with the mothership, first bring up the right-click menu. Now select Dock. The scouts are on their way to the mothership to be repaired and refueled. Click Next to continue. Lesson 11, Canceling Orders. Click Next to begin. You've learned how to give orders. Now let's learn how to cancel one. Click Next to find out how. Right-click on the scouts and bring up their menu. Select Cancel. Notice that your scouts have stopped. We actually do want them to dock, so issue the dock order again. I have a feeling a battle is imminent. When your frigate is built, I bet you will be attacked by a small group of corvettes and scouts. If you want to practice what you've learned, stick around.
Establishing wall formation.
Standing by.
Reporting. Ready for orders. Reporting.
Ready for orders.
Hold on, engage. We got contact.
Mothership. The mothership is under fire.
Alert, alert, ambush.
Mothership.
Standing by. Target confirmed. Repeat, where are those orders? Target acquired.
Mothership.
Locked on target. It looks even, let's do it.
Standing by. Locked on target.
Ready for orders.
Mothership. Production underway.
Aggressive tactics enabled. Diverting power to weapons.
Mothership.
Reporting. Under fire, requesting orders. Standing by. Target confirmed. Understood. Ready for orders.
Reporting.
Standing by. Locked on target. Repeat, we need a call here.
Mothership.
This is looking good. Stay tight. Repeat, under fire. Alert, alert, ambush. Reporting.
Ready for orders. Target confirmed.
The mothership is under attack.
Ready for orders. Attack complete.
Mothership.
Holding pattern locked in.
That's everything. Seal the ports.
Mothership.
Standing by. Ready for orders. Target acquired. Locked on target. Reporting.
Hold and engage. We got contact.
Mothership.
Target confirmed.
Target destroyed. Entering holding pattern. pattern.
Mothership.
Target acquired.
Attack complete. Entering holding pattern.
Mothership.
Target acquired. Attack complete. Entering holding pattern. Standing by. Ready for orders. Reporting.
Mothership.
Reporting.
Mothership.
Standing by.
Standing by. Target confirmed.
Mothership.
Establishing broad formation. Ready for orders. Standing by. Ready for orders. Locked on target.
Attack complete. Holding pattern locked in.
Reporting. Target confirmed. Standing by. Target destroyed. Holding pattern locked in.
Locked on target.
Target acquired.
Mothership.
Target destroyed. Entering holding pattern.
The mothership is under fire. Mothership.
Reporting.
Mothership.
Target acquired.
Mothership. Mothership.
Target confirmed.
Mothership.
Attack complete. Holding pattern locked in.
Establishing claw formation. Target confirmed.
Repeat under fire.
Attack complete. Entering holding pattern. Hold and engage. We got contact.
Reporting. Target acquired.
Ready for orders. Locked on target. Target destroyed. Entering holding pattern.
Mothership.
Locked on target. Target destroyed. Holding pattern locked in.
Mothership.
Target confirmed. Locked on target. Standing by. Ready for orders. Target acquired.
Mothership.
Locked on target. Target confirmed. Target acquired.
Reporting. Target acquired. Standing by.
Standing by. Locked on target. Target confirmed.
Mothership.
Entering holding pattern.
Mothership. Mothership.
Mapping. Repeat, where are those orders? Ready for orders. Locked on
Mothership.
Target confirmed. Ready for orders.
Reporting.
Mothership.
Target acquired.
Mothership.
Attack complete. Entering holding pattern. Standing by.
Standing by. Target acquired. Reporting.
Reporting. Ready for orders.
Ready for orders.
Target destroyed. Entering holding pattern. Standing by. Reporting. Target confirmed. Ready for orders. Reporting. Standing by. Ready for orders. Reporting. Establishing sphere formation.
Standing by.
Standing by.
Locked on target.
Target acquired. Locked on target.
Target confirmed.
Ready for orders. Target confirmed.
Ready for orders.
Congratulations,
Holding
you have
pattern
now
locked in.
finished the Homeworld tutorial. Mothership.